death is but a moment in the life of infinite reincarnation. You better get your nips vibration-proof because we are about to experience a 10.0 on the epicness scale. But before we get to the epicness, I must ask for one thing. A very quick donation of a quick like button press for what we're about to do today. We are going to try to get 6 Paragons, every Paragon that exists in the game, all in the same game, up to level 100. Now, if that sounds absurd, it kind of is, and it's very difficult to do, but we've got a secret weirdo trick up our sleeve, and you might notice on the screen right here, this is pretty weird. So back in BTD5 days, I gotta tell you guys a quick story here. Back in BTD5 days, regrow farming, this is what this is called, allowed you to get infinite money and or use infinite abilities, which also led to infinite money. But they fixed that for BTD6. They decided that they're going to make it so you don't make any extra money. You're not going to be able to use infinite abilities because you maxed out at 3. There's really not much of a point to regen farming. Until Paragons came about. And now we've got a new secret solution to getting high-level Paragons. We can do it by regrow farming. So all we have to do is just sit here and farm forever. If you guys don't know, one of the biggest problems with getting a high-level Paragon is the fact that you don't get 16 million pops until about around 140 or so, even if that tower pops like every single balloon on the screen. But we've got a secret solution to that. A regen farm. You can get infinite pops here. The only thing you're allowed to do, and that will allow us to get a level 100 Paragon very quickly. In fact, so quickly, as soon as we get the money for it, we could probably buy this guy as long as we let this sit for long enough to get those 16 million pops. I've already been letting this sit for about 20 minutes or so, but it looks like we let this sit for about 2 hours. We should be there. Should be at our 16 million pops for at least one of these guys, and by that point, we might be ready to get, you know, at least close to 16 million pops for some of these other guys, like the Engineer, or maybe, probably, this guy right here, the Destroyer, or something else. So to make this happen really quickly, if you guys want to make it for yourself, one thing to do is to make sure that you use a Druid here to do Druid of the Storm action. Pop down a Glue Gunner and likely an Ice Tower here. You gotta slow the balloons down and let them regen as they get tornadoed back over here. And then make sure you've got something to clean up all the balloons over here. And in this case, we wanted to go for things that were gonna get pops and help us out for our Paragons. So we went with Dart Monkeys, I went with Boomerangs, I went with Ninjas, went with Engineer, and I went with one of these guys. The only guy that I didn't go for is the Monkey Ace. And I just felt like, well, we'll get him later on in the game. It doesn't really matter too much. So, that being said, again, if you guys want to press that like button for me, if you guys want to subscribe, that would be fantastic because we are about to start our Paragon journey. Alright, it's finally time to get going here. So we're going to hope for a non-crash. We're going to sell all 3 of the Druids and see where we're at. Alright, so I haven't even looked at my pop count. I've just been letting this run for like 2 hours, so I'm really hoping I got enough pops here. And we do. 20 million easy for our Ultra Jug. Boomerang's going to be at 3 million, so he's actually pretty far behind, to be honest. A little worse than I thought he was going to be. And only 2 mil for this. Alright, so Ultra Jug is definitely 100% going to have to be my first Paragon here. I'm going to hope that we can still kind of keep up with the rest of these Paragons without too many issues. Alrighty, folks, our first Paragon is about to go live. We're going Apex Plasma Master because we already have the pops necessary for that guy. So I've got my $250,000 in Dart Monkeys here. I do have the extra Crossbow Master here, which is going to help us lower the amount of Paragon totems necessary to make this happen. And then we get to go for our Apex Plasma Master. Hopefully this is level 100. Let's see if we're going to get it. Come on, 100. There it is. Beautiful. All right, so now we are 1 down, but here's the only major issue here. This guy's going to be siphoning away pops away from my other towers. So, I'm going to have to start building other towers that can actually do some damage here, in addition to whatever's going on, but I'm pretty excited that I don't have to worry about actually losing for a while. Good news is I got some Engineer action up in the front here. He's going to be most likely my next Paragon, and then I've got my Boomerangs here, which are getting mad pops already, so they are probably going to be the 3rd Paragon after that. So we have to make sure we keep on using our Paragon totems here to get up, because every single round is important for us to get these Paragon totems, otherwise we can get screwed over. Now here we go, guys. Check this out. Apex Plasma Master in his mighty glory. One of the things that I want to work on here is I want to make sure I'm getting enough pops. So The easiest way, I think, to get the most pops is not by spamming aircraft carriers. It's actually kind of a weird way to do it. Instead, because we're going kind of a late game with this guy, we're able to use a Pirate Lord here. It doesn't really matter which cross paths you get, but I want to make sure I'm using a random tech bot here to kind of make sure that this guy's insta-killing as much crap as he possibly can. It doesn't seem like much, but insta-killing just one thing, it's already 46,000 pops. You can see as time goes on, it's going to go bigger and bigger. So I guess it's about that time to talk about a couple major issues with the game at the moment. Before I get too deep in here, and before everything goes kind of ham on us and everything, we got to talk about the fact that there is officially a Paragon limit. So I mentioned to you guys earlier that I wanted to make sure that I get as many I wanted to get all the Paragons in a single game, and that is true. We are going to get all the Paragons in a single game, but sadly, one thing we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to only get 3 of them on the screen at the same time. So I'll show you guys what that means in a little bit, but for now, just know that I'm going to be working on this for the next 40-ish plus rounds to get ready for my next Paragon. So let's get started. We're about to make our next big play happen, which is going to be our last totem, our 45th totem. I used to think it was 50 for some reason, but I've got 30 down here, another 10 across, and 5 more for 45 total totems, and we're going to get the Master Builder here. Pop's definitely there, 27 million for sure. We got a bunch of overclock engineers, and we're ready for this puppy right here. And there he is, level 100 Paragon number 2. So I'll admit it, the Apex Plasma Master was already kind of started to struggle against these bad balloons, so we're really hoping that this guy can start to pull it through. I really don't want to micro this thing, so I'm actually going to delete it, and I'm just going to put the other 2 Paragons here, or the other 2 Paragon sentries here, until I start to lose, which I'm not sure if it's going to be for a little while or whatnot, but definitely just want to make sure that I don't have to micro anything right now, because I'm like busy with Geraldo and all this other crap, and I just don't have time or patience for this nonsense. So don't forget that one cool thing about the Engineer Paragon is that he overclocks himself every single round, so the longer he's around, the better he will be in the end game. So if we're going around like 300 or 400 or something like that, he'll be unbelievably, intensely strong. Hopefully. I mean, that's the plan. We're going to kind of have to see how it goes here and everything, but we're only 2 Paragons deep and around 160 already, and I already feel like we're starting to struggle here, so I don't know how hard this is going to be once we get to the late game, if this is even possible at all. Maybe we'll only get 578 degrees of Paragon or something like that, but I'm going for that big 600, baby. We got to try for it. So again, this is all just a mind-numbingly terrible experience right now, so if you guys want to like do me a frickin' favor here and press that like button. I know I asked like 3 times, but holy crap, I really feel like I deserve it this time around, or out of like any video that I've ever done, I really feel like I deserve it from this video. It is a pain. It is a pain in the butt, but we're gonna work it through for you guys. We're gonna see what we can do here. Another 46 rounds of paying attention and getting a bunch of totems. This is already becoming quite a pain in my patoot. These reinforced bads are just straight up redonkulous so far. But this is indeed our 45th totem. Kind of pumped for this guy because now we can finally get another Paragon. Here we go, Glaive Dominus. So we've got 3 level 100 Paragons now. We've got the Glaive Dominus. You can see that pop power is just absurd. We've got the Apex Plasma Master, which is probably my weakest Paragon right now. And then we've got the Master Builder, which I'm also, I don't hate, but I'm just not like a huge fan of him. Oh, wait. Okay, we're good. We're good. Hold on. Don't forget about these totems. I missed, I believe, like probably 3 total rounds in the entirety of the game here so far, but it just feels so bad when you miss them. It's usually when I'm building other things, like building my dart monkeys or spamming my boomerangs or spamming my whatever I need to spam to make sure that I'm going to do the next thing that I need to do. It just sucks when you miss them because it feels like you missed 3 rounds, basically. So you really got to keep up with it, otherwise things go bad. So you can see these guys all together are fairly powerful. But again, these are probably the 3 weakest Paragons, if I had to say which ones are the weakest or which ones are the strongest. Specifically, Apex Plasma Master is probably my least favorite one of them all. I don't know why. He just tends to not be very good on maps without a bunch of walls or whatever. This, of course, is a map without any walls. So the good news about what's going on right now is that every one of my towers that I want to get has enough pops for sure. 61 million for this guy. We've got over 16 million for this guy. Easy peasy. And this guy's at 27 mil as well. So clearly these guys are working together to do me a pretty good amount of popping power, just as, you know, random towers, I guess. But you can see, look at this, look at these balloons, man. This is not easy. This is not something we're going to survive another 45 rounds with just these Paragons alone. So we're going to have to start doing some more work. And the next big boy, you guys know who it's going to be? It's going to be the Vengeful Temple. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to build the Vengeful Temple without missing any of these Paragon totems. That's going to be our goal today. So let me get to work for you. That's about that time. We're going to go True Sun God. Let's, Hold on. Let's make sure that I got nothing that I need pops for in the range here. I think I'm good. I got this guy here, and my Monkey Ace should also not be in range. So we should be good here to go True Sun God, or, in this case, Vengeful Temple. Yes! The darkness from within. Alright, so there it is. Now we got a Vengeful Temple in our team. Of course, we need to make sure we're buffing this puppy, so we're going to go for a quick Elk buff, and then we're gonna make sure temples are like always, or not temples, villages are. Ooh, where's my strongest stim? I guess we're gonna have to move this puppy around a little bit. All right, lots of strategizing going on here for myself, but it's all coming together reasonably well. But you can tell, look at this, man. Even with all these towers combined together, we're still struggling against these reinforced bads here, which is just sucktastic to say the least. So let's throw another village up in here. We're gonna go for a quick Call to Arms, and like I said, I want to get the primary brew going on this guy. I think that's going to help us out and get us the max popping power that we want here. Work it all together, my friends. Work it all together. And let's move this puppy over. All right. So we've got 4 of the most powerful towers on the screen. We can go for more of them at this point, but I'm afraid. I'll be straight with you guys. I'm 100% afraid. Right now, I have the 3 weakest Paragons, in my opinion. But getting to the next 3 stronger Paragons will be a very, very hard journey to do. I think my next bet is probably to go Ascended Shadow, though. He's one of the better and easier Paragons to kind of just put down and get and everything. But I gotta watch out because I still need to make sure I have enough room to put down all of my boats. I don't want to use up all the space that I need to make sure that that's going to happen. So for sure, if I go Ascended Shadow next, I'm definitely going to make sure I go boats after that before I go for the final Ace Paragon. And the nice thing about aces is they don't need that much space, at least on a nice roomy area like this. I could probably put down all 10 things right in that little area there, and I'll be totally fine. But again, it's going to be quite a journey here because balloons are getting pretty far. They're taking a long time to pop. Even when you got a Vengeful Temple and a bunch of other things attacking it, you still got to work hard on it. So, I think at this point we might want to throw down a couple towers that don't really usually help that much, but in this situation for late game will be very, very helpful. We're going to be going for a Bottom Path Alchemist. That's just to insta-kill some random balloons here and there, on my gods and whatnot. I am going to make sure that I overclock this puppy right here. Let's get the, where's my engineer, man? Holy crap. All right, I'll get to work without you guys. You'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're good. We hope we're good. It's about that time to talk shop, my friends. We officially have all 3 Paragons that we're allowed to build. We've got the Apex Blastmaster with 170 million pops. We've got the Glaive Dominus with surprisingly only 102 million pops. And the Master Builder with 146 million, but I have not built my 3rd totem yet, or whatever this is. So, Sentry Turret. So, where we're at right now is that I sadly want to get my Ninja Paragon, but I can't. I have to destroy a Paragon if I want to get this. Paragon limit reached. So that's what I gotta do, guys. I gotta delete a Paragon, and I still think this guy's probably the guy that I want to delete, even though he says he has the most pops. No, you know, I lied. I don't want to micro, so we're gonna say no to the Master Builder here. We're gonna get rid of him. We're gonna rebuy a new... Oh, crap. A new... Come on, fit him in there. I think the temple got bigger here. We're gonna buy a new Grandmaster Ninja, and upgrade to an Ascended Shadow. And we're hoping this is a level 100 Paragon here. And he's not! Oh, crap. I screwed up. Something screwed up. Uh-oh. All right, I bought a few more of these guys, and we're going to go for it. Let's see if we can... yeah. I'm still a little confused on who to get rid of, but... Dang, I don't know if I want this guy, dude. I just don't know if I want it. And here we go. Ascended Shadow, come on. Level 100 for me, please. And he is... What? Why are you level 99, bro? All right, I've decided to wait for one more Paragon totem here, and we're going to hope that this is going to get us where we need to go. We're still going to get rid of that Master Builder here. We're going to go Shazizzle, Ascended Shadow, and he's level 100. All right. So I wanted to talk really quickly with you guys about this. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I should mention that. The Paragon limit is not the end of the world. It doesn't make me hate Bloons Tower Defense 6 or something like that, but I just think it's a step in the wrong direction. Why is there an arbitrary, random, nonsensical limit on our power to be good at this game? Like, it should be all based on how much money can you save up, and how many weird things can you do on that map to make that happen, to push yourself to the absolute limit. That's what Paragons are all about. And to set just this random limit, just to say, nah, we don't feel like letting people push the game to its limit, and just kind of stopping you from doing that right from the get-go, just seems silly to me. So, in the comments below, please let me know what you think about the Paragon limits in their entirety. You know my feeling, man. I think they're freaking idiotic, but... I'm fighting for you guys. I am. I'm fighting for you guys. So I specifically am in this weird Ninja Kiwi chat where there's like some Ninja Kiwi people and some other YouTubers in there. And I specifically went out of my way and I said, what's going on with these Paragon limits? Why do they exist? They're stupid. They shouldn't exist. And I mean, there's no direct like, oh yes, we're going to fix them or whatnot. But they're trying to defend them. They think that it's going to be way easier for them down the line. As far as I can understand, because they don't want any random issues coming up with Paragons not working well, with too many Paragons on the screen all at the same time, and they're having a kind of a weird issue with balancing them, because if you have too many Paragons that are just good against everything, what's the point of having different Paragons? You know, there's like just going to be one Paragon that's better than the rest, or just based on how much money you spend. So, I get that. I completely understand that. I don't have a solid automatic fix or anything like that. I think it's one of those things that's going to have to be thought out and reasonably balanced and all that stuff. But I just wanted to mention it to you guys that I went to bat for you, and I really hope that Ninja Kiwi reconsiders. One thing that they did reconsider is they said they're going to stop the Paragon limit from being 3, and they're going to up it to 4 soon. So in the next update, hopefully, the Paragon limit will be up to 4, but that doesn't necessarily equate to anything amazing here. It's cool and all, and I get it. I want it to happen, but I don't know. I hope that they change their minds on that. I do. I hope that they can rework it and make it make sense for them and the game and the people that want to play this game. And one of the other things that they were saying or reasoning behind it is that for boss balloons, they wanted to have like a limit on Paragons, and I still personally disagree with that. I'm not a huge boss balloon player, but I have played a lot of the boss balloons on Elite, and I've gone hardcore and played them all the way through. I'm not one of those people that plays for times, as well as other people. I'm not hardcore, but I still feel like having all the Paragons available to me, if I want to have them available to me, just kind of makes sense. One other thing that I'm hoping is in the future that they change Paragons to allow for more support-esque Paragons. Like the Master Builder is a more of a damage doer than a support Paragon, like at all. And I feel like, you know, if we could just use the Master Builder as like an ability to overclock other Paragons or even other towers to a more like a larger amount, that would be a really, really cool tower to have. So I don't know why they're limiting themselves in so many ways to just keeping it 555, but that seems to be the way that they're going right now, and I hope that they sort of resolve that. Again, this is all just kind of my thoughts randomly kind of poking out all at once, so like if my ideas aren't perfectly balanced or anything like that, like please forgive me. I did not think this through and write all my information down. I'm not reading from a script right now. I'm just speaking from my heart, man. I'm speaking from my heart here. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this Paragon limit, but I'll tell you right now, I'm not super happy with it. I don't hate it, but I'm not super happy with it. I hope that they change it in the future. So, anyways, here we are. We're stuck with still 3 Paragons, but now it's time to finally switch things up. What I want to do is I'm going to get rid of this Apex Plasma Master soon. He's been doing okay for me so far, but I've got to just get rid of him. What I think I've got to do is I got to use any 5th tier towers that I have available to me, and I've got to overclock them 10 times to make sure that I'm getting the max popping power out of them, at least as much as I possibly can. So I need to get to work on all of that, and we'll see you guys hopefully in another, probably around 300 or so, which is kind of sad to imagine around 300. You're getting to one of the toughest decisions of my entire life. I honestly believe that I will not be getting all of the Paragons today. These balloons are getting so far, if not going to kill us right now. There it goes. We died. All right. Well, that sucks. Yeah. So, wow. Okay. This is pretty awful. So we have to replay this round. I'm going to add just a little bit more popping power, and hopefully we're going to take it down. And what I want to do is I want to add just a bunch of Spectres. That's all I want to do. Because I have to decide whether or not I want to go for a Navarch of the Sea Paragon, or decide if I want to go for the Ace Paragon, the Goliath Doom Ship. And I'll be straight with you guys. I don't know what the better one's going to be, but clearly right now we're having some major issues. Unless I start spamming a bunch of random temples or something like that just to do like some extra popping power, I feel like we're really going to struggle here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this game off by popping down a bunch of Spectres. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I get my Helipilot flowing. I'm going to move my Alchemist over near some of these Spectres and rest of my towers here, and hopefully we could just start to buff some of these guys. Even if it's not perfect, maybe it'll do a little bit of something for us. Because I've got a lot of the good 5th tier towers already up here, and I've got a lot of them overclocked at 10 times. You might not be able to see it, but I've got my Mad over here 10 times overclock. I've got the Bez over here 10 times overclock. I've got Taxone and Alchemist 10 times overclocked. I've got the Sniper 10 times overclocked. I've got the Ice Tower up to Super Riddle 10 times overclocked. I've got my Vengeful Temple 10 times overclocked. I've got everybody pretty much where they need to be, I guess. One thing that I could do is, since I am losing here, I can make sure that I try to overclock my temple just a little bit more, and maybe that'll be the tiny bit of extra popping power I need, because I am currently at 44. 44 of these stupid frickin' totems here. So I only need one or maybe 2 more. But here's where the tricky part comes in. Do I decide to go for the Goliath Doom Ship, or do I go for the Navarch of the Seas? Oh, man. This is really tricky. I think I've got to try for the Goliath Doom Ship. That was not my original plan, but I think that ability might be the answer for us. It might be. I mean, I can't guarantee it, obviously, but it might be. So we've got to try for it. Let's see. Did I put down the totem this time around? I did. I already put down the totem. That's okay. If I can't beat this right now, though, I think I might have to just give up. Just, like, straight up. Just be like, oh, sorry. Goodbye. Completely done. And then if I ever try to do a redo of this, I would have to use so many support items in the very beginning part of the game, still do my weird round 42 thing, and try to get, like, literally a round 42 Paragon to make this happen. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm going to get to these higher rounds, man. If I can't even get to round 297, how am I going to get to round 350? I don't know. I don't know, bro. And it really hurts us that we're not allowed to use any other additional Paragons. That's one of my biggest kind of complaints, I guess, about all of this. So here we go. What did we get? Oh, we get it! We did it! We did it! All right, so we're going to test this out. We're going to see if this is going to be the Paragon for us. 45 of these guys total. We're going to go for this Sky Shredder up as our Goliath Doom Ship. And to get this guy... Ooh, wait. Do I not have... Oh, I never got a middle path. Never got a middle path Monkey Ace. Okay. Can I fit a middle path Monkey Ace somewhere? All right, looks like I can't. We're going to... Oh, wait. I got one non-upgraded here. Perfect. All right, we're going to see if I can get our Goliath Doom Ship here. And to get this guy, we're going to have to sell our Paragon. So we're going to go for this Dart Paragon sell. We're going to go for the Goliath Doom Ship here. Boom. See if we get him to level 100. Or is he just 99? Oh, he's just freaking 99. Dang. Okay, please. Pretty please. Tell me that this is going to be enough for us, finally. I got two more Monkey Aces in here. I'm really hoping that it was a money issue rather than anything else issue. I did count these guys, and I should have 46 of them, which was the number that I needed before. We do have to sell our Paragon still, and we're going to go for it. Let's see. Level 100. Come on. Yes, it was a money issue. Thank goodness. All right, so we're going to put this guy on Wing Monkey. We're going to put his bomb from here to here. And we're going to see if this is going to be enough for us. Now, if it isn't, what I'm going to try to do for you guys is I'm going to try to build a couple temples and see where we can get with these temples. And maybe it won't be a full 6 100-level Paragons, and maybe it'll have to be a little lesser than that. But I want to try to get at least 6 Paragons on here, 5 max level 100s, and push myself to the limit for that last one and see what we can do. Now, it should be noted that I do have an ability available here for my Monkey Ace. And what I want to do is I want to grab one of these, see how laggy it is, man? I can't even, like, see the mouse moving. I want to grab one of these guys, and I'm going to use him on my Monkey Ace here, and I'm going to see if we can get our activated abilities to be actually activated automatically. That would be delicious. Slow this down, move this out of the way, and click this puppy and use that ability on this guy right here. And we're going to see if this is going to be what we need. He is going to be the ability god, the ability king, the thing that keeps us in this game. Because that is the only chance that I really have here. If he can't, then I am pretty much screwed. I really hope also that I don't have to do too much micro with this guy, because it is so laggy at this point that it would be almost impossible. I cannot even see my mouse when I move it on things. And, oh, we didn't even get a totem. We already used the totem, I guess. Alright, that's how scary this is. But it's not going too shabby. And we just got 298. Well, gonna take down round 298. Hopefully. Yes, we do take down round 298. Not breezy, but reasonably well. And just on this basically single round, so we went from a base Monkey Ace to this guy, we got 12 million pops. I don't want to call that the biggest pop change that I've ever seen in my entire life, but dang, it's pretty juicy, bro. Pretty juicy indeed. All right, so next up is seeing how far we can get and how close we can get to the Navarch of the Seas. See what I mean by this lag? It's like, ugh, these Paragon totems, man, they are not going to go down easy. That's for sure. But we're going to do our best. We're going to see how many Paragon totems we can get up in here and see how long we can survive here before we finally have to call it quits, my friends. Can we get that last level 100? Or is it going to be like a level 70 or level 60, level 55, or sadly something lower than that? No, we can get at least a 76 right now if we just got them. But the question is, can we get all the way to level 100? The only way to do that is with Geraldo here. Now, this is where it came down to a lot of my major issues right at the very beginning. And not using very many insta-anythings to kind of start off the game. Like if I start up with a bunch of insta-banana farms or a bunch of insta-towers to kind of get started in here and farmed a little bit harder, I might have had a little bit easier of a time. Or just a bunch of cash crates. I mean, those are all possibilities for us. But as of right now, I don't have those. So sadly, this is the way it's gotta be. So I have most of my stuff automated at this point. I want to point out, like, this guy right here, he might not seem like he's all that important, but 224 million pops seems pretty important to me. He's not the most out of all of my towers here. I believe that a couple of these guys are pretty close to that. I think the Alchemist might actually be a little higher. Oh yeah, 1.37 billion. Billion! With a B! Pops here. That's insane. Alright, and then this guy only 35 million, so you can see, like, even these really strong towers in normal situations are not automatically super beef-tastic or anything like that. But again, we're going to speed this up. We're going to see how many rounds we can go before we actually, like, start losing. This has been, like, a 4.5, 5 hour run at this point, so no matter what, this is turning into a video, even if I fail. I'll be a little saddened by it, but I'm trying to power through it, man. I'm trying to power through it. This is a bit upsetting, but after all of this, there's only a couple things that I could maybe do, but I'll be honest, I think I'm done with this run. I'm going to go back and eventually do this run a little bit better and use more early game stuff and whatnot, but I'm a little sad that it's going to end like this for me. We're going to get probably like an 85 or ish level Paragon Navarch of the Seas here, but it's not going to be a level 100. Yeah, it's quite upsetting, but I tried level 313 like 6 or 7 times, activating abilities, actually playing it, and it like just won't go down. There's like 8 bads actually on the screen at some point, like reinforced and everything, just not going through. I tried microing with my Monkey Ace here, and it just does not want to go down. So Here we are, my friends. We're going for it. The Navarch of the Seas, Paragon level 85. All right. I mean, it could be better, but that's pretty solid. Now I'm just going to run through whatever this is and see how far we can actually get with just these 3 Paragons and what I currently got on the screen, all kind of actively doing abilities here. The only other thing that I'm going to activate is I'm going to activate my Navarch of the Seas as an automatic cooldown ability here. And I know that sucks for some people because they really want to see, like, oh no, Chris, if you time it properly, you can, like, insta-kill the reinforced bats, like, perfectly, bro. It's, like, amazing. And yes, that might be possible, but for me, I'm not really feeling it today, man. I'm already so far deep into this run, I just want it to be done. So we got 585 levels of Paragon today. Not all at the same time, but we still got them. Oh wait, I forgot. I got no music here. Let's do that. Woo! Yeah, I had to turn off the music because it was like giving me a headache, dude. And this could be the end here. 313, bro. We got an ability there, and that was an ability that kind of crossed this path here, and it got the first bad, but it looks like the second bad will still kill us. 313 is so ridiculous. And this is insane! We have 3 Paragons. They have not been around the entire game, and a temple. And our monkey star was still the Bloon Master Alchemist with almost 2 billion pops. Absolute insanity. So, yeah, this was a long video. It's almost angrifying that it got this far, and I couldn't quite finish it off, but that's okay. We all fail sometimes. Just got to get back up and on that horse and ride it later on in the day. So if you guys are enjoying this stuff, make sure you press that like button. If you guys can't tell, like, I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm just, like, done. I can't even talk anymore. But if you enjoyed, press the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And, of course, have a super duper delicious day. And let me know what you thought about this video, because I want to do stuff like this in the future, and I really hope Ninja Kiwi allows us to do more cool late-game Paragon stuff where we're fighting to the end with all this money and all these Paragons, everything combined together to try to get to the latest round. I think it's a fun, cool thing to do. It's just not quite as fun when you're limited to just 3 Paragons instead of the 6 that I actually had to buy today. But anyways, do all that stuff for me, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.